All right, Karina baby, for the 1st of October, there's a shark in our pond. There's a shark in our pond, there's a shark in our pond, cried Jake. He looked very hungry, I think. Don't talk such nonsense, says Papa. Hurry up now and finish your drink. He swallowed our cat, cried Jake, and now he's licking his lips. His head's poking through the front window, and he's eating my hot dog and chips. The papa came in from the kitchen to see what was going on. There was Jake's empty plate on the table, but Jake and the shark were gone. Oh my. Let's look at our next Halloween story. It is Riley's Haunted Halloween, Inside Out. It was fall in San Francisco and everyone was looking forward to Halloween. Everyone, that is, except for Riley. She was finding it hard to get into Halloween spirit. It would be her first year trick-or-treating without her friends from Minnesota. One morning at breakfast, Riley told her parents that she would be sitting out Halloween that year. I'm getting a little old for trick-or-treating anyway, she said. You're never too old to do anything. Inside headquarters, anger was fuming. Why are we skipping Halloween? We love Halloween. Whose bright idea was this anyway? Take a chill pill, Disgust said. Riley is 12 now. Halloween won't be any fun without our old friends anyway, Sadness added. They know exactly what candy Riley likes. Without them, who will we trade with? We'll be stuck with all the bad candy, and then we'll end up with a cavity, and our teeth will fall out, and everyone will make fun of us. And Joy shook her head, interrupting Sadness before she spiraled out of control. Long-term memory was packed full of happy Halloween memories. Surely there could have been fun in San Francisco too. Heads up, Mama and Papa are about to talk, she said. There they are. There's joy and sadness and anger and disgust. I don't know who this one is. Maybe fear. Whatever you think is best for Riley's, Papa said. But I bet there are some other new girls who feel the same way. Someone who needs a friend to hang out with. Isn't there another new girl in class? Faye? I bet she'd like to go trick-or-treating too, Riley's mama added. Who's Faye? Anger asked, and the other emotions confused. Joy turned to look at Sadness. We can't let Faye spend Halloween alone, with no friends and no candy. There they are. Sunshine and rainbows. That sounds terrible, Sadness said. She'd probably sit by the window watching all the other kids have fun without her. She'll think of all of her friends back home, and then she'll start crying, and then her face will get all puffy, and her eyes will get all red, and no one will want to look at her because all the crying will make her so not so pretty. Great, Joy said, cutting off Sadness. I agree. We're done. We're doing Halloween. Now we just need to find the perfect moment to get Riley on board. Come on, guys. We gotta do this. Oh, there's Faye all alone. Sadness imagining her in the window by herself. The week at hockey practice, as Riley laced up her skates, Faye bonded over to her. Hey, Riley, she said, I was thinking, and do you want to hang out on Friday, for Halloween? This girl is great. Joy said, pushing a few buttons on her console. She just walked right up and did our job for us. Plus, she clearly understands the importance of free candy. Riley smiled. Well, I'm not sure if I'm up for trick-or-treating, but would you want to check out the haunted house? Faye nodded. Sure, that sounds like fun. Joy spun around. This is going to be great. A haunted house, Fierce said. It won't be too scary, will it? I mean, the house won't really be haunted, right? Of course not, Joy replied. There'll be candy and spooky lights and maybe a few parents dressed up as monsters and candy and a new friend and candy. Did you say monsters? Fear asked nervously. Oh, no. No. I do not like the sound of that. You had me at candy, Anger said. Let's do this thing. The day flew by and soon it was Halloween. Faye had texted Riley to coordinate their costumes, and Riley's parents had helped her pull together a very convincing pirate outfit. Riley turned to her papa. Arg, mighty! You'd best save some candy for me, and I'll let you walk the plank. Or I'll have you walk the plank. Have ye walk the plank. So she lifted her sword threateningly. Riley's papa raised his hands to surrender. Shiver me timbers. What a fearsome pirate. Have fun tonight, Riley, her mama said as Riley ran out the door to meet Faye. Oh, look at them all dressed up. When Riley arrived at the haunted house, she looked around. Faye was waiting outside. She was dressed up as a hook-handed pirate. Hey, Riley, over here, Faye called, waving her shiny hook she wore over her hand. Riley, ready to go inside? Fear looked at the other emotions nervously. Sure. What could possibly go wrong in a spooky-looking house? He said in a shaky voice. You're sure there are no monsters, Joy? Joy leaned forward on the console. In we go, she cried happily. Riley took a deep breath and walked up to the front steps. A skeleton sat on the porch, holding a sign that read, Welcome, boys and ghouls. Faye laughed. So far, the scariest thing about the haunted house is the puns. Joy snorted with laughter. I like this girl. Riley laughed too, then stepped forward and opened the door. See the sign? There they go. And there's Joy laughing inside of her head. Hey! Will you open the microwave for me? A woman dressed as a vampire greeted the girls. Welcome to my lair. Please won't you enjoy a nice treat? The woman held out a dark box, and the girls reached in. Inside were what felt like eyeballs. Ew! Disgust turned away from the view screen. Is everyone touching those? That is not sanitary. Are those real eyeballs? Fear stammered. Where did they come from? Are they going to take our eyeballs? Wiley was pretty sure the eyeballs were just peeled grapes, and the vampire was just the lunch lady from her school. But the girls still giggled as they felt the eyeballs squish between their fingers. Riley and Faye walked towards the next room. Roar! A man in a furry werewolf costume jumped out from behind the door. A werewolf, Joy. That's a monster. You guys lied to me. Run for your lives! Fear screamed, but the other emotions wouldn't fold, and they held him back. It was just a man in a costume, Riley and Faye laughed, screamed, and run from the room. There they are. The next room was a great mirror maze. Faye and Riley practiced their most ferocious pirate poses as they walked through each twist and turn. This is cool, Faye says. I like puzzles. Joy nudged Sadness. I'm getting a serious best friend vibe here. Riley smiled at Faye in one of the mirrors. Hey, thanks for inviting me out tonight, Riley said. I almost skipped Halloween this year, but I'm really glad I came. How much fun they're having together. No way, me too, Faye said. But then my parents kinda hinted that I should invite you out for Halloween. They were worried you'd spend Halloween at home. Hold on, Anger said. I thought we were helping her. I think we end up helping each other, Sadness said sagely. Ugh, you're so sappy, Disgust said, teasing Sadness. Does it matter? Joy said, twirling around excitedly. We just made a new best friend. Wait, my parents told me to invite you out for Halloween, Wiley said. I thought you might not be doing anything either. I think we've been played, Faye said. Then she smiled. I'm having a great time. Maybe my parents do know best after all. But don't tell my mama I said that. Riley grinned at her new friend. Just then, Faye spotted something in the far wall. Ah! Here's the way out. Together, Riley and Faye left the maze and made their way out of the haunted house. Thank goodness we made it out, Faye cried in relief. Faye started to say goodbye to Riley, but Riley stopped her. As long as we're dressed up anyway, want to do a little trick-or-treating? Wait, trick-or-treating? You mean you're not going home yet? We were going to go eat candy. What happened to that happy candy? You know, that's what kind of monsters are out there. Fear sputtered. Eck! Is that a zombie? Joy turned at the other emotions. Still feel too old for Halloween? All but Fear shook their heads as Sadness said, nope. This feels just right. So she decided to go out, she made a friend, and she decided to go trick-or-treating after all. When I was younger, I wasn't allowed to go trick-or-treating. My mother believed that that holiday wasn't for her children, so we didn't get to go out. And so we'd sneak out before she got home from work, and we would go trick-or-treating before she got home from work, and then we'd be in for the rest of the night. And then as I got older, one of my best friends was allowed to go trick-or-treating, so I'd go trick-or-treating with her after we moved to a different location, and it was always fun. And so no, to this day, when I went trick-or-treating with you, I go trick-or-treating with you, I'm going trick-or-treating with you know, kids in a couple weeks. I'm not gonna miss Halloween just because of my age, and you shouldn't miss anything just because of your age. You're allowed to do anything that you want as long as you're not hurting yourself, you're not hurting others, and no one else is hurting you as long as you're on this planet. I hope that you take the opportunities to grow and learn and be a part of things, because this life is so short. You really want to be a part of everything that you can, because things that come around, they're once in a lifetime moments, because this life just goes so fast. You might not get that moment back ever again, and the moments go by so quickly. So it's fun to have a fun experience, whether that's going to the store, going to the gas station, going to everyday things. The ordinary can be extraordinary if you let them be. Let your heart be open. Karina, baby, I love you and I miss you. And I can't wait to see you. Let's do Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipes, and he called for his bowls, and he called for his fiddlers 3. Every fiddler had a very fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Oh, there's none so rare as can compare as King Cole and his fiddlers 3. I hope you're having a great day today. I love you and I miss you.